Hey everyone, what's going on? And welcome back to On the Fence Movie Reviews. I am Rob, and joined by the wildly successful Daniel
How's it
from
going?
from from Flicks and Things. Thanks for joining us, Daniel.
Glad to join you. Glad to be a part of it. My
We couldn't
brother,
we couldn't get we couldn't get the other
I
Marquez, so
know,
we got the good Marquez here.
so I had to step in, because
Yeah, we love you, Adrian.
he just had a third child, so he's it's been a hard
Busy
time for him.
man. Yeah, busy man,
Yeah,
busy man. Anyways, if you have not checked out Daniel's channel, Flicks and Things, go over there and check that out because he's
appreciate
doing
it.
some awesome stuff with reactions and reviews. So go over there and give him a follow, and you get some more movie content. So, anyways, we are here to talk about a movie that we just watched that came out over the last couple of days on Thursday night. I got to watch it, and you got to watch it the other
I
last night, right,
yeah
Daniel?
yeah. Last night I went to go check it out. Last night.
And the movie is Lightyear. So Lightyear follows the real life in the Toy Story world, Buzz Lightyear. It's they pretty much kind of explain it at the beginning of the movie with some writing saying that this movie is the movie that Andy from the Toy Story world watched and was inspired. The Buzz Lightyear toy, which was based off this movie, and the character in this movie, Buzz Lightyear, and it's pretty much Buzz Lightyear, not to give too much spoilers away, but Buzz and his team, they get kind of crash landed on this planet, and they're trying to figure out a way home, and Buzz is doing his best to figure out this kind of sequence of different I guess, what is it, just this algorithm to figure out how to get back on for their ship to work and kind of get back to the home planet. He feels a little bit at fault, so he's doing his best to get all his people off this planet and get home. And that's kind of where I'm going to stop, because I don't want to spoil too much of the movie. There might be little tiny bit spoilers, just if you have not seen a trailer for this movie, but that's kind of where I'm going to stop right there. Danny, tell me, what did you think of this movie?
I thought it was a solid film. I feel like it's definitely for like it has a little bit of everything. It has a little bit of humor, and it has like I guess like slapstick humor for like kids, and then it has more of the mature themes, for adults. Um, one thing I would say, I don't think it's Pixar's best.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it in that category, like in their top tier. But I do feel it's a solid film. Chris Evans, it took me a little while to get used to his voice, because we're so used to Tim Allen's iconic voice.
Right.
So it took me a while, but I do think he did a good job. One thing I do feel is that like it can be a little too mature sometimes. I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah, like I feel like some kids might get like bored. I was in a theater. Obviously, parents had their kids, and then like
Right.
kids started like after a while, you could hear like kids started like talking after a while. And I'm like, shut up, nah. But uh, I mean, like as far as cons, I do feel like some of the characters are a little over the top. Some of them do feel a little too cartoony and just too like stupid, I guess, or dumb. I don't
Yeah.
know, because they they do. I get it, because they're well, I don't want to get into spoilers, but they're in certain situations where these certain
Right.
characters aren't trained, and they kind of like make mistake after mistake, and they almost come borderline unlikable up until the end. But other than that, I mean, there's really it's a good solid film. Like I would say I would definitely recommend it. But what are your thoughts?
Well, I gonna echo. I'll start off with my cons. I'll echo what you're saying. Is certain characters. I remember because Robin, this movie actually got my wife out to the theater at 10 o'clock at night. So fortunately for us, there weren't too many
Oh,
kids
okay,
out
yeah.
that late. So it was more of an adult crowd. But I will say this: I know what characters you're talking about, and I audibly told her one time, like, I hate this specific character. And so I know what you're talking about, but that's
I think I know what character you're talking about, because I was
yeah,
gonna point it out, but I just didn't want to give out spoilers. But I think I know
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, that character, but I understood at the same time. I was like, okay, well, they might be doing this for a almost a comic kind of vibe or comic relief kind of
Yeah,
thing of
more towards kids.
what
Yeah.
yeah, so I understood that. It's like one of those things where it's just like they like, when I watch a Minions movie, they're gonna show, fart sounds and half butts, because that's what makes kids laugh. So I was like, okay, this
I
specific
like that
character
stuff
is
too.
probably
So.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, no, I don't get me wrong, I enjoy it too because it's funny, but I understand what you're saying. It's just like it feels like it was like a domino. It's like one thing, then one thing, then one thing. So that's probably more of a negative throughout the movie. That was more of a negative thing for me until they those characters kind of, I guess, have a different route that they go on. But
Right.
I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was really it almost to me didn't feel like a Pixar movie, with the exception of I know the character of Buzz Lightyear and Star Command and all this stuff, and but it didn't feel like a Buzz Lightyear movie. I mean, it didn't feel like a Pixar kind of movie to me. It felt like a just an animated, really good sci-fi movie that I was watching. So I kind of almost got taken out of the fact that this was a cartoon, and I was just more kind of invested that this was a really good sci-fi. And I have to harken back, and I said it in my quick reactions. I just really got a lot of Interstellar vibes from this movie, just with space travel and stuff like that. And I really did enjoy it. I thought that, I think I took on really quick, just based on, like I said, at the beginning of the movie, they let you know that this isn't, this is this is the person that the Buzz Lightyear character action figure was based off. So the Chris Evans thing, his voice didn't really affect me too much. I kind of just accepted it because it's like, okay, well, it's not Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. This is the person that he was based off. So I accepted that really quick. And I think Chris Evans did a really good job. And I think it's not, I don't think this is spoilers because it happens really early on in the movie. They do a lot of callbacks to Toy Story Buzz from with just the little catchphrases he says and different things. And I was just like laughing. And I'll say this too. This movie has a lot of humor that I was not expecting. Like it was like you were kind of saying, it was almost not, when I say adult humor, I don't mean like dirty jokes or anything like that, but just a smart kind of humor that, oh, hey, that's pretty funny. And I fell in love with Socks the cat.
I was about to say, I completely forgot to talk about Socks. He
Oh
actually,
yeah, go ahead.
No, he steals the show. Like he provides all the comedy and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest. I hopefully people don't take this too personal. I'm not a cat guy. I don't like cats.
Okay.
But this made me fall in love with this character. This cat, and I'm like, I want a cat now. But it like I said, he does steal the show. And then
yes.
Go ahead. With your thoughts on.
Oh no, yeah, Socks. I just was like, I think right after the theater, Robin was jumping online and just like looking for a Socks the cat toy or something. She's like, you're right. Socks provides a lot of like, it's almost a dry humor, but it's not so dry that you have to have like that type of humor. It's funny. Like, the theater that I was in, like I said, it was mostly adults because it was later on at night. And there was a lot of laughter and a lot of just like around Socks the cat. It was just like everyone was just laughing at stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
I remember they even showed on the trailer when he's scanning like the area and he's like bee doo bee or meow 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 meow. Like every time Socks did that, I was just dying. But I think from beginning to end, this movie did a really good job as far as with the Buzz's team. And like I said, there are some gripes that I have with certain characters on this team, but I think overall they did a really good job with each character. And me knowing as an adult, when I go into this theater, what I'm going to get. And each character, I think, provided a certain, you have Buzz, who's the leader, and you have a character who's kind of like the up and comer, an older character, a little bit of, and then, I don't want to spoil anything. So, you have characters that fit a certain frame, and it works for each one of them, and it makes the movie better. It makes you invested in these characters. It makes you feel like And I will say this, I felt like when there was things happening, I was like really invested as far as like, well, are they going to make it? Well, are they going to do it? Who knows? Like what could, because we don't know the story of Buzz. This is the story that they're telling us. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, and then, I kind of expected, based on the Toy Story movies, I was expecting the villain in this movie. I had a mindset, and I like where they went with the villain.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a spoiler that Zurg's the villain, right? That's like, oh, if
Well,
it
no,
is, sorry.
no, it's I
It's in the
believe it's in the
trailer. It's in
trailers.
the
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's in the trailers. Yeah. So
yeah.
so what they did with him and that character, I thought, I was just like, that was really smart,
Yeah.
and I really, really liked it, and it worked perfect for the movie. So I mean, I there are little things that I was just like, I don't know, but overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I will agree with you, not the Pixar's. I'm not gonna put this on the Mount Rushmore of Pixar movies, but at the same time, I almost didn't feel like this was a Pixar movie. I felt like this was a little more advanced than the kind of cartoons that we expect from Pixar. Pixar delivers amazing movies.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I've yet to watch a Pixar movie and been like, oh, it's not really that great. Like
Yeah.
every movie I've watched from Pixar's been really, really good. This movie, I think they did something different, and I was okay with that.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think it might be unfair to the movies because, like how you said, like Pixar delivers these great movies, like these fantastic movies,
Right.
and so I guess our expectations are like really high when it comes um, to like films like these. So like when we see a movie like this, it may like we may have like a bias and like I guess sort of like our minds play trick with us and be like, oh, this isn't that great of a film, but in reality, it's a solid film. Like, because
Yeah.
I was trying to like look at it in that perspective. Like, okay, this is um like just like aside from Pixar, just as a movie as a whole, just on its own, it's a solid film. It's it's above like all the other studios, because a lot of studios try to come up with their own Pixar type movie, and
Right.
more often than not they miss the mark. Um, and a lot of I guess maybe so a lot of like because a lot of Pixar movies they have like a lot of emotion. There's like a couple emotional parts in this movie, but for the most part, it's more just like a sci-fi adventure movie.
Yeah. I will
Um,
agree with you with that.
yeah, it's nothing. It doesn't get into like the philosophical, the emotional and all that stuff. It does at like one certain part, and I think I know you probably know what I'm talking about. There's a certain
Yeah.
scene, but other than that, it's a good solid action adventure movie from beginning to end. And like I said, I keep saying it's a solid film because I think that's what it is. It's a solid film. I
Right.
definitely feel like families will enjoy it, and families, I guess I would say like maybe around 11 and older will enjoy it. Maybe a couple kids younger might enjoy it, but I feel like it's more around that demographic. I don't know. What do you think?
No, yeah, I agree with you. I think this is not, it's not the bright colors of like a Toy
Yeah,
Story or
yeah,
you name a Pixar movie where it's just, these colors pop at
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Feel like this is a,
Uh,
a, a darker, as far as
Muted.
palette.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of movie where, there's nothing that really, like, as far as for kids, that's going to pop and catch their eye. I think, with
it
your
kind of
assessment
reminds
is,
me of Wally, like that type of like
yeah,
animation.
yeah. You know what, you're right. It just and you got a cute little robot too. Um,
Yeah,
no, I think you're right. An older, I feel like there may be some, 5, 6 year olds who might enjoy this movie, but I think like for them, with the Pixar movies that kind of, even just period cartoons that kind of pop and, funny, cute things are happening, that is more for the younger crowd. But with your assessment as far as like, maybe 10 or 11-year-olds, I feel like this is a movie you're gonna need to understand what's going on.
yeah,
So it's a little, when we say more adult, that's kind of where we mean. It's like you're gonna want to, it's not colorful and
mm,
songs and anything like that. This is
yeah,
it has a story. It's not, it's not as bright, or the colors aren't as poppy. It's very, you have to think about what's kind of going on. And so yeah, I think you are right when you say like maybe probably, and this is for an older older crowd such as us, and also, 11 on up might enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
So, Danny, is there anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No. Like I said, if I would say get off the fence and watch this movie. If especially if you have a family of younglings, so around that age, like we just mentioned, it's a solid movie, and I think they'll have a great time. And I had a good time, especially with Socks. He's that robot's awesome. So yeah, those are just my thoughts.
Awesome. I'm also gonna get off the fence and say you should check this movie out. Just go into this movie not thinking about the Toy Story franchise
Right.
itself, because this is a different kind of movie. It's
Mhm.
just based off of the Buzz Lightyear, the toy Buzz Lightyear. This is what it's based off of. So don't go into it thinking, oh, Toy Story. It's not that type of movie. It's a very adult kind of. You have to think about this movie. So again, but like Danny said, you may be a little bit of older crowd, but you should definitely get off the fence and check this out. That is Lightyear. So saying all that, I am Rob with On the Fence Movie Reviews. This is Danny, a member of On the Fence Movie Reviews, but also flicks and things. So go over there to his channel and check out all his stuff. If you like this video, hit that like button. We truly appreciate the support. If you have not subscribed to On the Fence Movie Reviews, hit that subscribe button where we bring to you different movie reviews, quick reactions, and some behind the scenes stuff is where, and also on our Instagram is where we kind of post some of those stuff too. It's On the Fence Movie Reviews. You can catch behind the scenes stuff, quick reactions, all that good stuff. Anytime we go to the theater, we're taking pictures and posting them there. So saying all that, remember, we'll catch you on the fence.